Friends, family, couch cultians, welcome to the first annual Walking Dead episode review by us, Emerson and
Zane. I just want to remind everyone that we'll do more than one a year.
Yes, this is a very spoiler review, so please, you idiots, why would you watch this? Because, you know, we're up to season 5, episode 9. What's the point in watching a review if you're not even up to this stage? It doesn't make sense.
I mean, feel free to give us a like, you know, if you want. But
we'll do that at the end, Zane.
Watch the show.
Yes,
is
do
what
that.
Is what I'm getting at.
You fools. Good episode. Tyrese is dead. Tyrese, the black guy.
Right off the bat there.
He gets bit third way through the episode, and it was very emotional. And yeah.
It was kind of the most insight to his character. We've always known that he's the moral man of the show now after
Herschel.
And
Dale
let's not
before
forget
that.
Dale.
Yep.
Dale Horvath, shout out.
So yeah, it seems like all the moral compasses seem to die. And that's cool. But this episode it started off slowish, sort of a road trip between Noah and Rick and Michonne and Glenn and Tyrese. So it started off like, I don't know, you know, a lot of The Walking Dead gets hate because they're slow episodes.
Yeah.
And this episode was starting off like that, and I thought, it's going to be another one of these episodes. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with those.
I'm fine with them too. That's what The Walking Dead is. But then it became something very different. I mean, at the beginning, it was shot beautifully by Greg Nicotero, the director.
Yeah, this is a really well directed episode.
Very good episode, direction, and yeah, very well directed. And I started really loving this episode when Tyrese was bit.
Yes,
as we got to see some familiar faces in the Walking Dead realm.
I mean, if you've missed any of the great villains over the past few years, the best one has returned.
The governor.
The fucking governor.
Welcome to Woodbury 2.
Technically, it is Woodbury 2. Town destroyed,
yes.
And there he is.
Technically. But yeah.
He's a ghost, by the way. He's in his head. Like,
yes.
He's not actually back.
So Tyrese is bit, he's losing blood, and he starts seeing dead people. So he sees the governor, Beth, the girls, those two girls.
Yeah, the little ones that look at the flowers.
Yeah. Bob,
and
that other guy. Martin, I think his name is. The guy who he didn't kill.
Yes.
But basically they all act as a subconscious and they're all arguing. It was really well done, very well acted. Great script by Scott Gimple, who was the showrunner of the show.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to complain about the episode being like it doesn't have a story, and I'm like, well, if you weren't really connected to the characters then, were you?
No.
This is such an insight to his character, and it's really a sad way to see someone go.
Well, Tyrese was a big character from the comics. Everyone loved him, and I feel that some fans don't feel as he's been done justice.
Do you?
He's I think he's a good character, not as great as the comics. I think he's been a very... Up until now, he was a bit wasted in the first season. I think they've improved him a lot. But I'll tell you what, he showed his chops here, his acting chops. Chad L. Coleman, great acting. Good actor. And same with David Morrissey returning as the governor, great acting. Everyone really great acting. Yeah. And then so anyway, eventually Rick finds him. The gang finds him and they try and take him, and throughout this episode he's seeing these dead people and he's pretty much fighting whether to live or die.
Yeah, and he's trying to come to terms with is there peace? Does he have to just come to terms in this world of being this arsehole? Does he kill everyone? Or does he stick to what he believes in and dies peacefully?
That's what I liked about this episode. Fuck! Of course!
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Palomara's just ruined the video.
I hate that cunt. What I liked about this episode the most was these people that Tyrese was seeing represented, him in different stages of his story arc, and they even went with the governor, who they didn't have a lot of interaction, those two characters, but it was sort of almost, Tyrese in season 3 was almost seduced by his charm and his charisma, and I think he felt bad about that. And same with Martin, he didn't kill Martin, and didn't go through with that. So there was two sides of the spectrum. There was the governor and Martin on the bad side, and then they had the rest on the good side, and it was very cool. And I also really liked when Tyrese was in the car, they were saving Tyrese, and the radio was playing.
Yeah.
So it sort of, and he said, "Turn it off." You know, and the radio was saying there's cannibals and there's death and there's it's just all this shit going on in the world. And Tyrese said, "Turn it off. I've had enough." I really liked this episode. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I think that most people just kind of overlook the fact that it's such a good character-driven show in general as well. People just fuck you, Nick. People just think, you know, it's zombies. They're here for zombies, but they don't invest themselves in the character, so they wouldn't enjoy an episode like this.
Yeah.
It's a very underrated episode. I think it's one of the best that I've seen in a long time.
Great, beautifully directed. It was just like a poem. It was very, it was great. It was dreamlike sequence. It was
it was kind of non-linear at points in the start and the end, and it was beautiful.
And the dialogue was great. And overall, and a very sad ending. Oh, when they're digging his grave and Daryl hands Sasha the spade, and I'm like, no, Mother of Lord, Mother Teresa, why have you not saved our good child, Tyrese? So what do you gotta give this episode, Zane? Out of 10. Come on.
Oh, man, I don't know. Close to a perfect score, maybe like a 9.5.
9.5. I'll go 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Very good episode. Can't wait till next week. It'll be sad to see, no Tyrese anymore. But a very good episode.
Goodbye, Tyrese.
We got Better Call Saul was also on last night, so we'll review that.
It was great.
That's coming up.
Yeah, and we will upload that, and we will watch the second episode. Hopefully, review that as well.
So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Check our podcast out. Coming tomorrow night.
Yeah. So if you watch this on Tuesday, it's on Wednesday.
Like our Facebook, Couch Culture. You can search it. You'll find it. Give us a like. We're on Twitter too. Couch_Coucher. All the links are below.
Coucher, apparently.
Yes. Stop hand gesturing.
All right.